Mm.
Two B12.
Good morning and welcome to the live audio description of the 33rd Tournament of Roses Parade, New Year's Day on this New Year's Day. This parade is being described for the blind and visually impaired audience by Audio Eyes. I'm Richard Blythe, your producer.
I'm JC Henning, your audio describer.
And I'm Sarah Ormany, your audio describer.
This live audio stream is being webcast on Audio Eyes TV, the YouTube channel of Audio Eyes. We welcome you to post questions and comments on any social media platform. Your comments will be passed along to our audience describers during and after the program. Please visit our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter. Welcome to join us here at the Rose Parade. We're sitting here on Colorado Boulevard. We are 1 mile east of the beginning of the parade. Parade did start at 8 o'clock, but by the time it gets to us, it's about a half hour later. So we're just waiting for the parade to start once we get here. There are people lined against the streets. The sun is out, but only hitting certain people because we do have some tall buildings behind us. So as soon as the sun just crests those buildings, people start to get warm and start shedding their jackets. To the north of us are the San Gabriel Mountains. It did rain a few days ago, but didn't get cold enough to get snow in those mountains. So it's a nice about 50 degrees or so. What do you think, Sarah, about that temperature?
Yeah, probably. It was much colder earlier today. It was about 45 or so when I rolled up, about 5:30 in the morning. So definitely a layering kind of day. I've got to say I've got 2 pairs of socks on and got 2 pairs of gloves. So we're rocking and rolling. We are ready.
Definitely. Hand warmers are the essential accessory for the day.
In the hands currently, I have to say.
Now, as we wait for the police to come down to make sure the streets are clear, there are sheriffs that are lining the streets, make sure everyone is being nice, or else they get coal in their stockings.
It's a good prediction. Little, 366 days, 65 days early, but we can do it. We can make it happen.
Also along the parade route are tow trucks that are lined on every corner, practically every corner. And so if a float breaks down, tow truck comes in and pulls that float to the end of the parade. Hopefully it's not broken down enough that they actually can pull it along with the route. But if there's something catastrophic on it, like a big oil leak or hydraulic fluid is in there, they would have to pull it off and then tow it some other way, but not the rest of the float on the parade route. And we might not see it, but we'll see.
One of the things I love most about the tow trucks, oddly enough, is that they're not your typical tow trucks. So if your car breaks down, they're the really big, massive ones. So you're talking the kind that could, haul a semi or enough to haul a float, which I think floats could, the weights could be from about 50,000 pounds to 300,000 pounds. Is that right, Richard?
Yes, they can, and they can range between 35 and 85 feet.
That's amazing. So yeah, you need some big tow trucks to haul those guys.
Yeah, you do, because not only because it's the structure of the metal, you got the weight of the flowers, but sometimes they have mechanical stuff in there that weighs a lot. There's even some floats that have water features.
Yes.
Once you put water on there, that makes the floats really heavy.
Very, very heavy.
So you may not have a mechanical problem, you may have a tire problem. We're still waiting for the police to come over. And we'll describe that as soon as they get in front of us. Right about now.
All right. We have the Pasadena police, and they have adorned their motorcycles with red roses and American flags. Oh, I'm sorry, the Tournament of Roses flags. What's really cool is they come in a line, they peel off. There's our American flag, and they are making formations in front of us going past. Love to see it. And they're coming back around. And they're turning toward our table in a nice slow circle. It is very difficult to drive a motorcycle very slowly, so these folks have some excellent motorcycle skills.
I believe they're going to come at each other right now, 3 and 3, and they're going to do kind of a figure 8 zigzag in between each other one right now. That's usually what they do.
Oh,
there they are.
Lovely.
Not only as they go down, you can hear the sirens, but they also have their red and green flashers on. And what's different from the motorcycles this year from previous years is on the back of the rider, they always put a bouquet of flowers.
Yeah.
But this year they did not.
Yeah, not this year. They're going up and down, making different formations right here in front of us on Colorado Boulevard, usually in pairs, like 2s or 3s or so.
And they're still zooming back and forth. There are some of them to the right of us, which is east. There are some of them to the west of us, which is west. And west is where the parade is coming from. So it'll come from our left or west to the right, east. You know, more information I have about the floats is it does take a while to decorate. It could take 4 to 5 days to do that. And they have to be completely covered in organic material. Roses are not required to be on the float. But dry materials can be added earlier because they don't have to water them or anything like that. If you're interested in seeing the floats after the parade, that's available today and tomorrow. Today after 1 o'clock p.m. until 5. And then tomorrow you can see them as early as 7 a.m. for guests with disabilities. And after 9 a.m. for normal attendance. Admission for the post parade is $20, and they end at 3 p.m. So make sure you get there early. There's also shuttles in the area, and you can go to the Tournament of Roses website to get more information on that. You know, this is the 133rd Rose Parade. There are 46 float entries, 24 bands, and 19 equestrian units. The average daily attendance of people that line the streets is 30 to 50,000 people. Hey, Sarah, guess what happens when to the floats after the parade?
What happens, Richard?
I'm going to tell you.
Tell me.
The floats are dismantled, and the parts are recycled for future use. The flowers and decorations are repurposed. Individual flower vitals are collected and reused. At the end of each flower on each float, there's a little vial filled with a little bit of water.
Yes.
So every single flower is hand put on.
Oh, my gosh.
The chassis on which the floats are built are repurposed. And the flowers covering the float can average, from here we go, the weight, 10,000 per float, 10,000 pounds.
Wow.
And there could be 400 to 500 varieties of flowers and millions of blooms.
Wow. Beautiful.
So, Richard, if I go to see these floats, can I go up and pick a flower off of it?
No, you can't.
Why not? They have so many.
They put so many barricades around there. They don't allow you to touch everything.
I want to repurpose the flowers in my house.
I bet you do.
I would love that. Some of the most beautiful flowers in the world.
There are sheriffs around. They will arrest you.
They will arrest you. That will be bad. And we've got the police back again. Thank you all very much.
Zoom back and forth. So
Zoom back and forth.
Get out of the streets.
I think they might be done.
So it'll be an exciting parade. Grand Marshal is LeVar Burton. He's an actor, director, educator, and a lifelong children's literacy advocate. The theme this year is Dream, Believe, Achieve. When the floats come down, they do get judged. So we know if they have the Extraordinaire Trophy, Mayor's Trophy, Bob Hope Humor Trophy.
Now, will they announce that when they come by, or will there be a banner to say, I won, I won?
There will be a banner that will be in the front that the Boy Scouts will hold. So we'll be able to see what that is, and we'll announce that.
You know what was great is right before we get to see the parade, there were these fabulous Spirit flyover bomb wing bombers, chevron-shaped, knife-edge craft, dark charcoal gray in color, and it was stealth. The stealth bomber has a wingspan of 172 feet, more than half the distance of a football field. The B-2 Spirit, America's bomber and world's most advanced aircraft, underscores this theme by showing the world American ingenuity, collaboration, and courage in action.
We have the police coming back around past our table here.
I think I'm getting to know them.
I know. We should know all their names by now. Officer such and such. Happy New Year, Officer such and such. There goes our American flag.
Well, there's a bachelor float later.
Oh, yes.
And will they give me a rose, Richard?
Didn't they give you a rose already, JC?
Actually, I did get my rose. I went to see the float being made, and I saw all these red roses, and I said to one of the volunteers, hey, I cannot stand next to the bachelor float and not get a red rose. And he promptly handed me a red rose.
You were chosen. Congratulations.
We're not
JC.
getting married, but I have that rose to this
You have that rose. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Next, we have the Sound Car. The Sound Car is a 2022 Honda Passport Trail Sport. The first in a new series, the new Passport was designed and developed by Honda's Auto Development Center in Raymond, Ohio. The vehicle and its V6 engine are produced by associates at Honda's Alabama Assembly Plant in Lincoln, Alabama, using domestic and globally sourced parts. Honda has been, Honda has been producing automobiles in America for more than 35 years and currently operates 19 major manufacturing facilities in North America.
I like that. My dad is from Alabama. He was born in Birmingham.
My boyfriend's family is from Birmingham.
Well, what do you know?
I know.
Richard, do you know anybody in Alabama?
Do not.
Well, okay.
That's the best I can do. On the float are 3 white suitors. White suitors are the volunteers that work for the Tournament of Roses parade, and they do don on a white suit, white pants, white jacket.
And there is a beautiful rose and, can't tell from here, other flowers with long leaves bouquet on the front of that hood. It is beautiful.
What's next? Sarah, I think I see something to my left. Tell us about
My
it.
word. This is the pace car.
Woohoo! I want one of those. It's a 2022. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
So with looks like it's a red 2022 Acura NSX Type S sport car. I am so there. Hand built exclusively at Acura's Performance Manufacturing Center in Marysville, Ohio. The NSX Type S celebrates the final year of second-generation production. Just 350 of these cutting-edge supercars will be built, with 300 units destined for U.S. customers, with a 0 to 60 under 3 seconds and top speed over 190 miles per hour. The 600 horsepower NSX Type S will utilize its 3 electric motors to pace the Rose Parade at a more leisurely 2.5 miles per hour.
Coming up next is the Rose Parade float. The curving banner lies on the center of the float on its multicolored numbers 2022. On the sides are large red floral letters, Rose Parade, and a sign, presented by Honda. The Rose Parade logo sits upright in the middle of the banner. Oh, we have beautiful drummers and gorgeous skirts with drums and beaded gourds.
What's on the side there? What is that, Sarah?
We've got, in large floral letters, the Rose Parade logo in the middle, presented by Honda.
And now coming up from Homewood Patriot Band from Homewood, Alabama, 410 members.
The Homewood Patriot Band wears navy blue jackets with red lapels and gold buttons with a navy blue tri-cornered hat. Their pants are navy blue and their shoes are white. The Homewood Patriot Band was founded in 1972. The band was the first band from Alabama to march in the 1978 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. The band has marched in 9 Macy's Thanksgiving Day parades, more than any other band in the country. The Homewood Patriot Band was the first band from Alabama to march in the Tournament of Roses Parade in 1984. This is their 5th appearance, more than any other band from Alabama. Over 56 different languages spoken in the Homewood City Schools. Director Chris Cooper.
And let's listen to the band. Those girls are sparkling in their red leotards.
Oh, I love their sparkly silver and gold and red hats.
I'm waving. You should wave too. Put up your hand and wave. And I am that Yankee Doodle boy, Yankee Doodle dandy. You're loving this.
JC, is that a Yankee dance?
That's a Yankee dance I was doing. I was jumping up and down in my seat until I thought somebody's going to tell me to sit down.
All right, now here comes from Honda. Believe and achieve. A girl builds a jetpack.
A young girl in a helmet and goggles, dressed in patched blue jeans and tennis shoes, grins as she lifts off in a homemade jetpack. Orange and yellow flames spew from the exhaust beneath her. In front of her, a toolbox containing wrenches and a hammer rocks. Her brown dog, Cody, is also wearing goggles. He twists his neck to watch as she becomes airborne. Honda and the Tournament of Roses have worked side by side for more than 60 years to bring entertainment and tradition to people around the world while making a difference in their communities. Honda first collaborated with the Tournament of Roses in 1961 to provide two-wheeled vehicles for the 1962 parade operations. Honda has been a float participant in the Rose Parade since 1977 and has provided the official Tournament of Roses vehicle since 1994. Honda continues to supply two-wheeled vehicles and also provides side-by-side multi-utility vehicles for parade operations. As presenting sponsor, the Honda float is the first in the Rose Parade and showcases the theme. As a result, it's not considered a commercial entry and does not compete during the judging process. Prior to becoming presenting sponsor in 2011, Honda floats won awards in 15 of the previous 16 years.
Wow.
That is an impressive record.
Well, they can't win anymore, sorry.
And now coming up are the Arabian Horse Association from Sierra Madre, California.
The group wears varied costumes, 1 rider in hunting jacket, 2 in Western clothing, 1 sheriff, and 3 in Native American regalia. The Outwalkers wear white shirts and khaki pants. The group has been specifically created for the 2022 Rose Parade to highlight both the Arabian and half-Arabian horse, and to bring awareness to a great program that utilizes mostly Arabian horses in their program. The Taking the Reins program in Los Angeles, California was founded in 1998. This program is the epitome of the theme for the 2022 parade, helping girls in Los Angeles area to achieve their dreams and goals even when they think they are beyond their reach. Taking the Reins is a community-based 501c3 nonprofit organization serving adolescent girls ages 8 to 18 in Los Angeles. They strive to help girls achieve and excel with their fullest potential in a safe and diverse community. The mission of TTR is advancing girl power through horsepower. At their unique 1.5-acre urban farm located along the LA River in Atwater Village, girls and young women become confident leaders. Working together with horses, farm animals, and in the garden, girls learn the value of teamwork and responsibility. Marshal, Nancy Harvey.
Now, one of the things that happens in the parade that is not usually mentioned, but after every equestrian unit is a Trashcan Brigade unit, which is coming up right now. They are, 4 members?
And
Eric?
why is
4
that,
members.
Richard? What does the Trashcan Brigade do?
Stuff the horses drop along the parade route, so they got to keep it clean because the band members do walk after that, and they need a clean floor.
And did you know, Richard, each of these units here generally have their own name that they like to come up with.
I did not know that.
They'll have their
Didn't
own
know
little
that.
team name.
That's
Okay,
great.
so who's this? Is this team I must pick up?
Team White Walkers, maybe, all in white coveralls.
Well, now from the Sierra Madre Rose Float Association is Nature's Classroom, Toucans in the Trees, and this won the Judges Award.
Judges Award. 2 twisted brown trees covered with purple blossoms dominate the float. A black and white toucan with an orange beak occupies the front tree. A black and yellow toucan with a green and red beak perches in the rear tree. A brown lizard with red and black markings suns himself on a branch of the first tree. A green and yellow chameleon rests behind the toucan on the second tree. Below, an orange and yellow frog, a yellow and brown patterned frog, and an orange and black striped frog sit in the leaves under the trees.
And the Judges Trophy is the most outstanding float, design, and dramatic for impact. And now here comes the Bands of America Honor Band from Indianapolis, Indiana. 344 members.
This is the band's 5th appearance in Pasadena. This ensemble is unique as members come from across the country to form the band.
Director Richard Saucedo. They've got white uniforms with red epaulets and white plume shakos. Let's go ahead and have a listen. In the middle of the parade, we've got a couple of people pushing a wheelchair, and in there is a young girl, and she's got someone holding the music for her, and I didn't get what she was playing.
I
Did you
think
get
it was
that
a xylophone.
A xylophone,
Yeah.
okay. I wasn't
Like a
really
mini
sure.
xylophone.
It was beautiful.
This live audio stream is being webcast on Audio Eyes TV, the YouTube channel of Audio Eyes. We welcome you to post questions and comments on social media platforms. Your comments will be passed along to our audio describers during and after the program. Please visit our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter. And now coming up is the Rfdtv Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom. It's animals from around the world that come together.
In the front, host Peter Gross waves in a green Jeep. Beside the Jeep, a golden-colored lion leaps while a black and white zebra runs. Behind the zebra, a gazelle and a bighorn sheep face away from each other on a rocky arch. An ostrich looks on. In the center, a gray elephant stands on top of a rise while two giraffes tower over yellow blossoming trees. A white polar bear and a gray wolf bare their teeth near the trees. At the rear are two floragraphs of Wild Kingdom hosts, Marlon Perkins and Jim Fowler. Behind them, a humpback whale, a hammerhead shark, a jellyfish, and a clownfish swim, while penguins stand on ice.
Now, this float also won the Director's Award, which is the most outstanding artistic design of use of floral and non-floral materials.
Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom pioneered the format now common to nature shows. Today, that legacy continues with classic episodes on Rfdtv, new digital content with host Peter Gross, and partnerships focused on the important conservation causes. Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom brings conservation education to new generations and a commitment to help preserve wild places and the many fascinating creatures on our planet.
I found Nemo. He's on the
found
float.
Nemo?
There's Nemo right there, right in the back left.
Wait, Nemo? Someone found Nemo?
Yep.
Is
I
that
see him, yes,
Right
up
there.
on the
Nemo.
curved part.
Right
We found Nemo!
And now mini therapy horses from Calabasas, California.
The various colored horses have lavender, red and white roses and ribbons braided into their forelocks and tails. The horses are accompanied by outwalkers who wear black capes, a black jacket with the mini horse logo with added red roses and green leaves, blue-gray polo shirts also with the logo, black pants, and shoes. The 2022 theme, Believe, Dream, Believe, Achieve, truly encapsulates part of the Mini Therapy Horses mission. Learning about their program, horses and their remarkable abilities teaches people the importance of volunteering, caring for others, and the healing power of animals. They visit schools, universities, and libraries not only for stress reduction and therapeutic reasons, but also to educate children and adults about their work. It is truly an honor to be able to touch so many lives with their horses. Now more than ever, the Mini Therapy Horses mission is crucial. The last 19 months have undoubtedly created a lasting impact on the world. Not a single day goes by that they don't receive a request for a visit. With each one, they are reminded of how valuable and important their outreach is. Communities are in desperate need of hope. They are in need of joy. They are in need of the unique, beautiful healing that only Mini Therapy Horses can provide. Marshal, Victoria, no different now.
Probably can't ask them to come and go to my work, can I?
No, perhaps not.
I don't think so. As those horses came by, we have a nifty setup here for our radio broadcast. We have a microphone here on the streets. But these horses had rubber shoes on, so we couldn't hear them go across. But trust me, they were there.
They had booties. Oh.
They did have little rubber
little booties.
booties. Yep. We do have a break in the parade here, and that does happen sometimes where a float isn't going as fast as it should be, because just before us, about a tenth of a mile, is an uphill. So not sure if the mechanics of the float can handle it, or maybe they just have to go really slow up a hill, like a truck would up a hill. So we just got to wait for that to come across. Sun is coming out more, and across the street, more people are getting to the sun and shedding their jackets.
So wait, Richard,
Yes.
the sun is coming out
Yes.
now, so what is that what about the sun will come out
Tomorrow, too.
tomorrow,
Yes, it will.
and
Yep.
tomorrow, and today, and tomorrow.
And today,
Okay,
tomorrow.
okay.
Yep.
Just had to make sure
It
sun
is
will come out
Pasadena
tomorrow.
after all. It's basically always sunny.
Yes.
Richard, didn't you mention to me earlier about how long the parade is? So we've got a
Yes.
number of marching bands and stuff like that. How long do they have to walk?
Well, they have to walk 5.5 miles.
Oh my God.
It does begin on the corner of Green Street and Orange Grove Boulevard here in Pasadena, and it travels north on Orange Grove at a leisurely 2.5 mile per hour pace, and then turns east on Colorado, which is the street we're on, where a majority of the parade viewers sees it. Near the end of the route, the parade turns onto North Sierra Madre and then concludes on Villa Street. And over there is where they do the float viewing.
Excellent.
I tried to walk this route. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it.
No, it's a
But
little too long.
I did measure it. From the beginning to our spot is 5,280 feet. And that equals 1 mile exactly.
Did you count your steps, though?
I did. See, I got my Fitbit on right now.
But okay, like if you really ate a lot of food and sweets over the holidays, like wouldn't you really want to make that walk?
I rode my Peloton, so.
Oh, okay, I see. While I'm sitting here trying to warm my hands, I gaze at these brave young people marching in little leotards, bare arms, bare
And
heads,
tights.
and
Oh.
I'm freezing on
I'm
their
freezing
behalf.
too. Yes.
Now that is dedication. When
That is
you,
for 5.5 miles.
yeah, but they're young. They can do it. They can do it.
Oh, we do have finally a float coming.
Yay!
All right.
Let's see. It's the Downy Rose Float Association reading. It's an adventure. The world comes alive when reading.
3 books, The Big Book of Space, all about tigers and undersea adventures, lie wide open on the float. From the center of space, a white and red rocket ship with the letters DRFA on the side blasts off. In the center of tigers, 2 striped tiger cubs frolic in the midst of bamboo plants. At the rear, above the undersea book, a submarine, a turtle, and angelfish navigate a kelp forest. Reading is fundamental, not only to learning, but also allowing the imagination to run wild. Pouring through pages of books promotes creativity and learning. This is the moment when dreams happen, and which is also the start to making dreams seem achievable. Downy's entry has the distinction of being one of only 6 floats classified as self-built. The float is completely financed, constructed, and decorated by volunteers. Each year, men and women, young and old alike, work side by side, giving their time, talent, enthusiasm, and effort to make it all happen. Their members are civic-minded people from all walks of life: doctors, teachers, merchants, engineers, lawyers, secretaries, bankers, accountants, students, and retirees.
Now, on that float, there were 3 people waving at us. One of them was even wearing a wetsuit.
She was.
Yes.
And I found Nemo. Did you find Nemo again?
Was he on that one?
Nemo was on there.
I
too.
missed
Nemo seems
that.
to be
A couple Nemos.
everywhere.
I saw a yellow submarine.
That's going to be a theme.
And bubbles were
And
coming off. Look,
bubbles.
there's still bubbles flying around over here.
Ooh,
One
I
thing-
see them.
One thing that was my favorite thing about the parade is that other people, spectators on the sides, will actually have bubbles, and they'll just blow bubbles every
Oh,
so
yeah.
often. So you just randomly get bubbles floating down the parade. It's very fun.
Ooh, I left my bubbles at home.
know?
Next year.
I've got to remember next
Yeah,
year.
bubble makers.
Usually when New Year's Day comes, people throw tortillas in the streets,
yes.
too.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
But I have not seen that this
Seems like a waste of a
Seen
good
tortillas.
tortilla.
year. I know.
No.
But we'll see.
These self-made floats that are not funded by big companies or the people who are professionals doing it, I did have a chance to go and see some of that work. These people work so hard in all conditions. It was pouring rain outside. They were inside a big warehouse, so cold, sticking all the pedals on their float and seeds. These people are truly dedicated that volunteer to
They
make
really are.
these floats. I am in awe and admiration.
And we thank you for all of that time. Thank you so much for making these lovely floats.
It's the volunteers who make it happen, who
It
make
is.
it happen every year, the people who come together in their communities and center their work along the float and probably make friendships for life doing
Yeah.
that.
Always look for the helpers.
AudioEyes is a professional audio description company comprised of specially trained, experienced audio describers and talented audio engineers who work in a professional production facility in Northridge, California. AudioEyes is the only audio description provider that trains and employs blind professionals and description quality specialists who review all of the audio description produced at AudioEyes. AudioEyes description can be heard on more national broadcast networks than any other company. AudioEyes has been providing broadcast description since 2002 and is among the most experienced descriptive companies in the U.S. AudioEyes also provides description for numerous universities, colleges, as well as government agencies.
Richard, AudioEye's staff includes voiceover artists, Sarah, JC, Terry,
Terry Grossman.
audio engineers, and quality control specialists who are totally blind. AudioEyes founder Rick Boggs served on the committee which created and published the national standards for audio description published by the American Foundation for the Blind, commissioned by the U.S. Department of Education. Rick Boggs received the Barry Levine Memorial Award for Career Achievement in Audio Description from the American Council of the Blind. Audio Eyes received the California Governor's Trophy at the National Business Leadership Conference for its inclusive employment practices. And here's Rick Boggs now checking
Hello,
in
Rick.
on us. Hello,
Happy
Rick.
New
Happy
Year,
New
sir.
Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Great job. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, that's for sure.
Oh, say that again about we're doing a great
Yes,
job.
tell us
Rick,
more.
Rick, our boss, would like to say we're doing a great job. Right, Rick?
Right. It's sounding really good. I have people listening on YouTube, and we, remind people that they can edit their comments on social media. We're collecting those things, and we can provide feedback straight here how it's going. Everybody says it sounds really good so far.
Hey, we
Fantastic.
love good reviews.
We
Thank
love to
you.
hear it. Thank you so much.
We can take constructive criticism, but
Yes.
we just love those great positive
love
reviews.
those positive reviews.
Welcome the comments from people on all their various social media.
Absolutely. Keep posting.
Please
We'd love
chime
to
in.
hear from you. And who's this lady next to you? Is this McKenna?
McKenna.
All right. We had a nice break there, and when we have a break, we call the manager over so we can chat with him a little bit. But now we got a float coming up, and it is the winner of the Grand Marshal Award, and it is the most outstanding creative concept and float design, and it goes to the UPS store. Rise, shine, and read. A rooster reads to his chicks.
In the center, a bespeckled, oversized rooster with red.
Hold on.
Oh, are we
I'm
not there
sorry.
yet?
This is not the trophy.
Oh,
this is
I'm
actually
so
the
sorry.
Grand Marshal.
This is
Oh,
This is
bring
what
it
happens when
on.
stuff goes out of order.
Rainbow. Oh my gosh, they are out of order.
Now, who's carrying that Grand Marshal band? Are those Boy Scouts?
Those are Boy Scouts.
Boy
The Boy
Scouts.
Scouts hold all those.
Thank you, Boy Scouts,
Thank
for
you,
that
Boy
strength.
Scouts.
Here comes the Grand Marshal.
There's
Sarah,
Grand
can you tell
Marshal.
us about it?
We have got LeVar Burton. Oh my gosh, I have to find him.
He has been an advocate of literacy for years. I remember watching him on Reading Rainbow. He is waving to the crowd. I'm going to wave back. You should
Absolutely.
too. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Grand
Happy New
Marshal.
Year.
LeVar Burton, you're my hero.
Happy New Year!
Woohoo!
His very old vintage car is decorated with purple, orange, pink, yellow, blue flowers with a bunch of very, very lovely ferns.
Here comes the sweepstakes
Here comes our
award.
sweepstakes. Oh my gosh, okay.
Yes, and
A
that's from the UPS store. Let's try this again.
Let's
Rise
try it
and
again.
Shine and read. A rooster reads to his chicks.
A bespeckled, oversized rooster with red, green, yellow, and purple tail feathers is wearing a green checkered vest and purple bow tie with white polka dots. He stands in a green book and reads from a red-bound book. Five fluffy yellow chicks are gathered around his feet. In front, a wicker basket overflowing with yellow and orange flowers holds a newly hatched chick with a broken eggshell on his head. Making its fifth appearance, the UPS store entry shows a proud father rooster starting the day off right, reading to his family of chicks and sharing with them the power of a good story and the benefit of books. As the literacy sponsor of this year's Rose Parade, the UPS store partnered with the Pasadena Tournament of Roses to donate and distribute 14,000 books to 7,000 Pasadena Unified School District elementary students, a donation that highlights the efforts of the UPS store Toys for Tots literacy program. In support of this program, since 2008, the UPS store network has collected nearly 8 million to provide more than 44 million books to children across the country.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 220 people coming up here from Mira Mesa High School, Sapphire Sound Marching Band and Color Guard from San Diego, California.
The band wears a white jacket with diagonal royal blue stripes outlined with gold. The cuffs are royal blue. Their pants and shoes are black. The shako is black with a white plume. The color guard wears a one-sleeved white dress with an asymmetrical hem and white leggings. Located in the heart of San Diego County, Mira Mesa High School celebrates their 46th year of educating students who represent a culturally diverse school population of just over 2,300. Let's listen to this band. Love their rendition of America the Beautiful. And here comes the drum major leading the way. The
And now-
color guard is now in front of us, waving their flags, dressed in white with gold across the shoulder.
And now from the Tournament Volunteer Award was the most outstanding floral presentation of the Rose Parade theme among floats 35 feet and under in length. It's from the city of Alhambra. School rocks. Choppin' and rockin'. The bus is here.
A huge yellow school bus sports a chrome bumper and grille, a large black engine that rocks back and forth, oversized slick black tires, and 4 enormous exhaust pipes. Orange flames are painted on the side of the bus. A yellow bird hitches a ride on the top of the rear of the muscle bus. The theme was chosen as part of a citywide elementary school art contest. All Alhambra elementary students were asked to submit artwork. The winning design sent this classic yellow school bus to the shop for a few enhancements.
And now here is the U.S. Marine Corps Mounted Color Guard from Barstow, California.
The Guard ride Palomino Mustangs, which have black English-style saddles, handmade black bridles, and breast collars with Marine Corps emblem, and blankets in the Marine Corps color of red and gold. Riders wear blue dress uniforms with ribbons and badges, white breeches, and black field boots. The United States Marine Corps Mounted Color Guard was formed in 1967 by Marine Corps Logistics Base Barstow officers and non-commissioned officers to enhance the image of the Marine Corps and MCLB Barstow in community-sponsored events.
And now here comes the Young Marines. A salute to U.S. Perseverance.
The young Marines wear dark green camouflage jackets and pants with billed caps. Several former Marines formed an organization for boys that would mirror the values of the Marine Corps. Their vision, to offer leadership training and other life skills, formed the bedrock of the organization known today as the Young Marines. Years later, the program is a highly respected youth organization that has grown to over 235 units. Young Marines is a national nonprofit 501c3 education and service program for boys and girls age 8 through high school. The Young Marines promote the mental, moral, and physical development of its members. The program focuses on teaching leadership, teamwork, and self-discipline.
And now the United States Marine Corps West Coast Composite Band from San Diego, California.
Let's listen to the band and then we'll talk about what they're wearing. The Marines march in their dress blue uniform, a dark navy blue jacket with red piping, lighter navy blue pants with a red leg stripe, and a white cap.
And now coming up, the Americana Award, which is the most outstanding depiction of national treasures and traditions. It's from Trader Joe's. You are invited. An adventure with fun food.
In the center, a rounded wedge of Swiss cheese with goggles, a curled mustache, and a chef's hat reclines on a submarine sandwich. The sandwich is layered with sliced tomato, meat, and lettuce. Propping up the sandwich are green beans, raw carrots, and a head of broccoli. A bottle of tangerine soda pops its top on the back. Under the cheese is a pizza oven with a pizza inside. At his feet, round black and white cookies and gingerbread men circle a teacup. At the front sits a table with a red and white checkered cloth. On it are teacup gondolas held aloft by a watermelon balloon and a chef with a round barbecue on top of a cup and saucer. A lobster peers out from underneath the tablecloth.
And now coming up from Merced County Sheriff Posse from Hillmar, California.
They wear black Western-style shirts embroidered with green, red, and gold threads and embellished with rhinestones. And the riders are poised, giving a little room to that float ahead of them. Once again, they wear black Western-style shirts embroidered with green, red, and gold threads and embellished with rhinestones. A red kerchief is secured with a sterling silver scarf slide. Black pants, white leather gloves, black Western boots, and a white felt hat complete the uniform. They ride palominos. The Merced County Sheriff Posse are goodwill ambassadors for Merced County and the state of California. The Pasadena Tournament of Roses Parade is an opportunity to share the beauty of their horses, saddles, and uniforms on a worldwide stage. In 2019, they were awarded the Sweepstakes Trophy at the California State Horseman Association Championship Parade.
And now the winner of the Extraordinaire Trophy for the most extraordinary float is from One Legacy Foundation, Donate Life, Courage to Hope. The courage to hope lies with both donor and recipient.
In the center stands a majestic winged bronze lion. A royal purple banner with gold tassels and emblazoned with a gold crown is draped on the lion's back. His left paw rests on an open book with Latin lettering on the pages. In the front and back of the float are Venetian colonnades with pictographs on the top and bottom. Surrounding the float are 3 gondolas on either side, gliding on the white and blue floral canals. Celebrating its 19th year, the Donate Life Rose Parade float continues its mission to save and heal lives by sharing the gift of life and delivering the message of organ, eye, and tissue donation to the world. Register today at www.registerme.org/donatelifefloat. People in the gondolas are holding pictures of presumably their loved ones that have benefited from organ donation. We thank you so much.
And now here comes 174 band members from the Pasadena City College Tournament of Roses Honor Band from Pasadena, California.
The honor band march in a red military-style jacket embroidered on the left chest with the Tournament of Roses logo, white pants, and red shakos with white plumes. The Pasadena City College Tournament of Roses Honor Band has marched in every Rose Parade since 1930. 2022 marks the band's 93rd appearance. The band is comprised of current PCC Lancer marching band members and select auditioned high school students from throughout Southern California. Over 400 high school music students auditioned for the 185 spots in the band. Promoting Dream, Believe, Achieve, the honor band performs their signature theme song, Everything's Coming Up Roses, along with a salute to the 60th anniversary of Sesame Street with a medley of the Sesame Street theme, Bein' Green, and Sing. They will also perform Sousa's The Gallant Seventh March and a stirring arrangement of God Bless America. The band is led by drum major Timothy Paredes.
And now coming up is the president of the Rose Parade.
And a banner is being held that says President. It's carried by the Boy Scouts.
We've got an old-time fire engine here. Listen to that siren go. Decorated with orange and red flowers. People are waving and taking pictures from the float.
And after that is the Lundquist Institute for Biomedical Innovation. In positive, scientists labor in a lab.
Two 15-foot-tall scientists in white lab coats work surrounded by six-sided molecules, bubbling test tubes, and giant flasks. In the front, a woman who wears glasses peers through the eyepiece of a microscope. A moving eye at the other end examines a glass slide. In the back, a brown-haired man wearing safety goggles dispenses a drop of liquid from a pipette onto colorful circles.
And now from the Pasadena Unified School District, Homegrown Talent, Global Impact from Pasadena, California.
The vehicle they ride in is a jitney bus, a 1924 model TT4 truck. The wooden bus is gold with red trim. The spokes on the wheels are also gold. Each child has enormous potential to bloom, particularly when rooted in an environment rich with inclusion, compassion, and diverse educational opportunities. The Pasadena United School District is committed to more than academics. Today marks 150 years since the district's inception and 50 years of their partnership with the Pasadena Educational Foundation. In the past decade alone, elementary general and instrumental music participation has grown from 1,000 to 8,000 students, thanks to the support of the foundation and community partners.
Looks like we have a drill team coming up, going through some dance moves, dressed in a black outfit, black pants, and they have gold accents on the chest and shoulders. They're fronting for a band. I can't quite see what's coming into view yet for this particular band, but I can hear them. The drum major holding high his staff, all dressed in white with green accents. The band behind him dressed in black trousers and white jackets.
This is also part of the Pasadena Unified School District. This is the POC Band. All right, now from Rotary International, changing lives through education. A wise owl opens to the world to others.
A 20-foot tall owl rises partially onto the back of the float. He wears a purple academic robe, soft square blue cap with a PhD gold tassel and reading glasses. His brown feathered hands hold a giant red apple with the continents of the world in beige. A burgundy, yellow, and brown striped scarf drapes over an open book. Scattered around him are an inkwell and quill, a ruler, a pencil, a pen, and a smartphone. The wise owl is synonymous with education. One of Rotary's global areas of focus is basic education and literacy. Service above self is the Rotarians' motto. They serve humanity, sometimes in the spotlight, sometimes fighting a battle that few may know. The strength of their service organization is the ability to not only lift the spirits of those in need, but facilitate real and lasting change.
And now from the Valley Hunt Club, Hitch and Riders from Pasadena, California.
The group appears with a green Landau carriage drawn by 4 black Thessalian Frison horses and escorted by 2 outriders on identical horses. The outriders are in hunt attire, cubbing coats, which are fitted 3-button hip-length jackets, tan breeches, white shirt, gloves, and black field boots. The carriage is decorated with roses. In 1890, Valley Hunt Club members, led by Charles Friedrich Holder, sponsored the first parade. The abundance of flowers, even in the midst of winter, prompted the club to add a parade before the competition.
And now from the Golden State Award, which is the most outstanding depiction of life in California, is from Wetzel's Pretzels, California Cruisin' to the beach.
A 20-foot-long blue convertible with orange flames painted on the side and a brown pretzel emblazoned on the hood parks on a beach under palm trees. In the back seat, an oversized boombox plays. You can probably hear it. In the rear, 2 blue and yellow surfboards stick up in the sand. On the highway signs by the car, California 1, Interstate 5, and Route 66. In front of the car, on a yellow and blue striped beach blanket, people lounge on beach chairs while others dance. On the blanket, an oversized picnic basket decorated with pretzels holds fruit and beverages. A yellow sunbrella dotted with pretzels provides shade.
And everybody is joyfully saying, Happy New Year! You can too. Anytime the spirit moves you, let's hear your Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, y'all!
Happy New Year! You can even say it at home. We may not hear you,
but we get the spirit. We get your vibes.
We feel you. We feel you through the internet. We feel you.
This live audio stream is being webcast on Audio Eyes TV, the YouTube channel of Audio Eyes. We welcome you to post your comments and questions on any social media platform. Your comments will be passed along to our audio describers during and after the program. Please visit our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter. And now coming up are the Pasadena City College Herald Trumpets from Pasadena, California.
The heralds march in red military-style jackets with white pants, capes, berets, and shoes. 9 of them play long silver trumpets with 1 drummer. For the 41st consecutive year, the Pasadena City College Herald Trumpets announces the Rose Queen and her royal court. Since 1901, this elite unit is comprised of 9 trumpeters and 1 snare drummer, selected from current PCC trumpeters and over 70 Southern California auditioned high school musicians. Let's listen.
And now the Queen and Court.
Rising from the back of the float is a giant crown of rounded red jewels. Each one is encased in a circle of white. In the center of the crown is a red heart-shaped jewel outlined in white. The Rose Queen sits under the crown. The white scalloped collar of a huge red cape is behind her. The red cape flows down the back and along each side of the float. The cape of roses is interlaced with a design of white roses. And here is your 2022 Royal Court. Rose Queen Nadia Chung. And the Royal Court, Janine Briggs, Abigail Griffith, Jada Wallen, Swetha Somasundaram, Ava Feldman, and Mackenzie Street.
And now the Salvation Army Tournament of Roses Band from Carson, California.
The band wears red jackets with black and white trim and black Salvation Army hats and caps. The men are in black pants while the women wear black skirts and pumps. This is the Salvation Army Band's 102nd consecutive year marching in the Rose Parade. We have lots of tambourines with ribbons flowing from them as they're shaken in the air.
And now the Lutheran Hour Ministries, Jesus Teaches, Students in a Garden.
In the front, there is a narrow footbridge leading to the center of the float. Above the bridge is a sign, Jesus Teaches. A white dove is perched atop the sign. In the center, Jesus sits on the ground in front of 3 people seated at his feet. Behind him, waterfalls cascade down a rocky hill framed by trees bursting with pink blossoms. A white cross atop the hill is entwined with white flowers. Around the edge of the float, people sit on oversized books, Holy Bible, hymnal, Bible story, Lord's Prayer. A deer stands near 2 of the books. Small trail markers are scattered throughout the scene. Love, joy, peace, kindness, goodness, faithfulness.
And now the Victorian Roses Ladies Writing Society from Campo, California.
The ladies parade in colorful Victorian-era outfits of skirts, underskirts, and jackets from taffeta and silk to cotton and velvet, with accents of embroidery, lace, tassels, and dangling beads, to flower appliques and crocheted lace collars. Their hats are adorned with flowers, feathers, and beads, along with similarly decorated parasols, as well as necklaces, earrings, and brooches. The Victorian Roses represent the upper-class fashion of the Victorian era. The ladies have designed and sewn their elaborate dresses. They gladly accept opportunities to educate about history by illustrating life in the 1880s. Many of the ladies have dreamed of riding or driving our horses in the Rose Parade. The Victorian Roses have donated over $40,000 for rescued horses. Marshals Kathy Pritchard, Deanna Somerville.
And what's right behind them, Sarah? What's the action here?
Oh, my word, we have the Ohio State University Buckeyes. In front, a white oval sits on a bronze trapezoid above a carpet of red and white roses. In the center of the oval is a red O outlined in beige with Ohio State in black on it. On the back is the outline of a football with white laces and bands. The football rests on a base adorned with the Rose logo. Red and white roses adorn the rear. In the center, Buckeye cheerleaders stand on the 5 steps. Proudly depicting the team colors of the Ohio State University, this float jumpstarts support when the Buckeyes appear in the 108th Rose Bowl game, the granddaddy of them all.
And here they come down the street. What an exciting day for them this must be.
This is the marching band. Oh, I'm a little early. Just kidding. They're right behind.
I can hear them. They're just not in front of us yet.
They're getting there.
Imagine being able to play in the Rose Bowl. This has got to be so exciting for the players and all their fans.
Now, you know who they're playing with?
Utah?
Utah.
Utah, the Utes.
The Utes.
All right, here, let's let them cheer for us. I don't know what they're saying, but they're doing it very well.
Here we go, Buckeyes.
Yee! Go team, go team. I don't care who wins. I just want to see a good game.
Oh, JC, you're the great. JC, that's what they were saying.
Oh, thank you, Richard. I think you were the one leading that.
He was, actually. Did you go to Ohio State, by the way?
No, I did not. Born and raised in California.
California.
But here comes the Ohio State University Marching Band from Columbus, Ohio, 247 members.
The Buckeyes march in dark navy jackets with scarlet and gray trim, white cross belts, white belt, and dark pants. Their black shoes are topped with white spats. The black military build cap is a short scarlet and gray plume. The Ohio State University Marching Band earned its name as the best damn band in the land by developing many famous marching band innovations, including floating and animated formations, script writing, and the fast cadence of the high knee lift. The band Script Ohio is considered to be one of the most memorable traditions in college band history. Director Dr. Christopher Hawk. Let's listen in.
California, here I come.
That baton went really high.
That
Goes again.
Oh, way up over the building, and he caught it.
That's gotta be
a good hand for the drum major.
That's got to be like a 3-story tall throw.
That was.
They are marching by us now, 247 strong. That is an impressive band. A lot of dreams coming true today, a lot of achieving. They believed it, they achieved it.
They did it.
Sarah, I'm going to agree with your script. They are the best damn band in the land.
I agree with you.
All right, gals, hold out your hands because here comes ABC's The Bachelor.
my
A new
rose?
journey blooms.
Give me a
new
rose.
journey blooms for the Bachelor's 20th season.
At the front of the float, 4 golden flower pots filled with roses adorn the corners of a wide ivory staircase. Beyond the staircase, in a circular driveway, there stands a 6-foot-high ornate stone fountain. Water cascades from the fountain into a large fluted receptacle around the base. Behind the fountain is a 3-story mansion with terracotta roof tiles and leaded glass windows. Flowers fill window boxes and trim a semicircular balcony. Tall cypress trees flank the tall brown front door. The staircase and circular drive are trimmed with a knee-high white balustrade that extends to the sides of the mansion. Amid flowers around the base are the letters ABC's The Bachelor. I'll take that, Rose! I'll take that, Rose! Rose to me!
You almost threw it.
You did. You almost did.
Oh, look, the Norwegian Fjord Horses from Bethode, Colorado.
The female riders wear native Norwegian dress known as bunads, which is a wool dress with a tight-fitting sleeveless bodice and long skirt. The carriage is an authentic antique Norwegian carriage, a tria. The horses have a light draft horse build. Their forelocks are long and their manes are trimmed short. Fjord horses are an ancient breed that has been traced to the Viking Age and has genetic ties to wild Waukee horses. Traced back to medieval times in Norway, the horse was considered part of the family and was allowed to live inside the village compound, while other livestock was relegated outside.
And I want to give a good hand to the cleanup crew
The
behind
cleanup
them.
crew.
Thank you for making our streets safe for the next marching band coming through. Well, we don't have a marching band coming up. We got to wait a little while. Looks like there's somewhat of a delay back there,
Just
Sarah.
a
can you
little bit.
see?
I think so. I got
They're coming.
people on the way.
You did
And
get
so
an
is
award.
Christmas, Richard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantasy award. That's
Fantasy
what I got.
award.
That's
Okay.
what a fantasy award is. According to my script here. Where are you?
Maybe it's fantastical.
Could be. Not on this list.
We'll make it up, Richard.
All right.
We'll make it up as we go along.
Fantastical, just like you said.
It's fantastical.
It's from
That's-
Western Asset.
Ah.
Let imagination be your guide. Riding the Seven Seas.
In the center of an ornately carved gold and red barge-like ship, a man with a long white beard and round glasses reads by candlelight. He wears a gold turban and holds a book. Next to him is a green dragon. Above the man, an owl wearing glasses and a pink-plumed pirate's hat sits on the furled mainsail. Hanging in baskets under the mainsail is a cat with a paintbrush and a raven holding a key in its beak. The figurehead is a carved bird with pink, green, and blue wings. In the bow, a man peers through a telescope. In the back of the ship, on a pile of books, are a jumble of small buildings of various styles. Alongside the ship are large, colorful fish with float riders. Western Asset Management is one of the world's leading fixed income managers with a focus on long-term fundamental value investing that employs a top-down and bottom-up approach. The firm has 9 offices around the globe. And there's a rider perched above a fish and waving at the crowd. There's the pirate on another fish, dressed all in black. Arr, arr, arr.
Well, I think the theme is Dream, Believe, Achieve. I have to say I'm finding a lot of Nemos, so Nemo may actually be the unofficial theme of the 2022 Tournament of Roses Parade.
And now coming up is the Rose Bowl Hall of Fame class of 2021. 21. That's what it says here.
2022. It's got to be 2022.
Yeah.
We're going
Anthony
with that.
Davis, Jim Delaney, and Ron Simpkins travel in a classic car.
It's a pale yellow 1940 Continental, and it was Edsel Ford's idea after a 1938 trip to Europe. It was designed by styling maestro Eugene Bob Gregory and was unique in that it was long, low, and rakish. The 1940 Continental was the most expensive model in the Lincoln Zephyr range. Only 404 of these mostly hand-assembled cars were completed, 350 cabriolets and 54 coupes. Architect Frank Lloyd Wright considered it the most beautiful car ever designed. It was one of the first cars recognized as something more than a mere machine. And it's got purple and blue and magenta and orange flowers. And on the side, a green placard that says Rose Bowl Hall of Fame.
And now, the University of Utah, on to victory in Pasadena.
In front, a large green trapezoid with yardage markings supports an oval sign with a white background with large interlocking U's. On the trapezoid is a sign in gray and black letters. Football Matters, an initiative of the National Football Foundation. On the side of the float is a gold trail with white stars. At the rear of the float, a 12-foot-long brown football soars, leaving a gold trail and white stars behind it. The Utes cheerleaders stand on steps under the football and near the trapezoid, and they are waving those white pom-poms.
Go Utes! Their falcon.
As-
Mascot is a falcon. That is awesome.
The New Year's Day excitement continues for this team after the parade when they look to make their mark on the 90,000 fans gathered at the Rose Bowl Stadium for the 108th Rose Bowl game. As it makes its way down Colorado Boulevard, the float inspires enthusiasm for the top-notch student athletes competing in the granddaddy of them all.
In front of the band here is a sign that reads Marching Oots from the University Marching Band from Salt Lake City, Utah.
The jacket is red on one side and white on the other side with a large red U. The shako is red with gold trim and a tall white plume. The pants and shoes are black. Well known as the Pride of Utah, the University of Utah Marching Band with the Utah Dance Team performs at all home games. Let's listen. They also play at select away games and bowl games throughout the football season for over 500,000 people annually.
This band is having fun. Good luck at the game later, y'all. Good luck.
This band marched in the 2008 presidential inauguration parade in Washington, D.C. Members of the Marching Utes performed at the 2002 Olympics in Salt Lake City, Utah. And the flag team is singing along. I can't hear what they're singing, but it must be their theme song is all I can think.
Go Utes. That's what I was getting.
Go Utes!
Go Utes.
Go Buckeyes! I don't know. I don't want to show favoritism. I just want to say a good game.
We have no favorites. We just want a good game, y'all.
And coming up is another float from AMC Theaters.
2 gigantic boxes of popcorn flank an enormous movie theater screen. On the far left of the screen, a woman sits at a bar stool in the lobby under a sign that reads, AMC Theaters, we make movies better. On the far right, people in reclining chairs watch movie previews on the screen. AMC is the world's largest theater chain in the world. Founded in 1920, AMC has the largest share of the U.S. theater market with about 950 theaters and 10,500 screens worldwide. Their inaugural entry replicates your local state-of-the-art AMC theater with popcorn, a giant movie screen, and actual AMC theater leather chairs. They are launching their first national theater campaign starring Nicole Kidman that utilizes their theme, AMC Theaters, we make movies better. AMC welcomes customers back into their theaters to enjoy films in the best possible setting.
Now,
Yeah, they're showing those previews. Everything I want to see. The Batman, the
Wakanda
bad
Forever,
guys.
Sonic 2,
The Lost City.
Thor, Top Gun. Oh, yes.
Now, all these floats, like I mentioned earlier, they have to be covered in everything floral. But sometimes they do get a variance. About 10 years ago, they actually had a solar panel on one of the floats, so they got a variance that they couldn't cover it because then it would destroy the solar panel. So same thing on this float. There's a huge, what is that?
Movie screen.
150-foot movie screen on that. Yeah.
Huge.
So there's no floral on that. That's actually a big screen
That is.
TV.
And it was playing little clips of things.
And now here comes the mayor of the Tournament of Roses, Robert B. Miller.
The president and his family are
Wait a minute.
coming up here. I can't
Oh, wait.
quite.
You know what? This is the mayor. This is not the
This is the
tournament
mayor?
president.
Okay.
He might be after.
Sorry, it's not the mayor.
It's not the mayor,
This
but
is
it is.
the mayor, but
It's a
Well,
green
it is the
dragon.
mayor, but we don't know what he's doing yet. Well, we need to.
Oh,
see.
he
Come
came
on.
by earlier.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was in that beautiful fire engine. All right,
Right.
this is a green dragon.
oh, that's the mayor award. That's above
Mayor
that.
Award for. Oh,
But right here is the mayor of Pasadena.
Here's the mayor.
Oh, waving to the crowd. Hello, Mayor of Pasadena. We're going to wave back. Y'all do the same if you feel so moved.
Lavender roses, yellow, orange,
Happy
blush
New Year,
roses.
Your Honor. Happy New
Happy New
Year. These old style cars are bringing us back to the day when this all started. And they can barely go 2.5 miles per hour.
Well, we're gonna hope they can make the 5.5 mile parade route.
We just hope they can make the end of this parade. What's coming up next, Sarah?
We've got
It's the Mayor Award.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the most outstanding float from a participating city, and it is from the city of Burbank, which they win almost every year.
They do, because
Yes.
they're
It's an unlikely tale. A knight and a dragon have one thing in common: books.
A 20-foot smiling green dragon flaps wings, with flapping wings, holds a girl, and reads a book over her shoulder. A book bag dangles from the dragon's tail. The girl wears yellow pajamas with feet adorned with rabbit ears. Brown pigtails poke out from under her gray knight's helmet. Under her, a silver shield with the Rose Parade logo lies on a red and white checked tablecloth. A sword is stuck in the ground beside the dragon. At the front, a lit candle on a tree stump provides light. A shaggy gray and white dog watches. The city of Burbank has been a participant in the annual Rose Parade since 1914. This year's float marks their 89th entry and 74th consecutive float.
Now, this dragon is really tall.
It's very tall.
It is so tall, it does not fit under a freeway. So if you look very carefully at its neck, you can see there's a hinged point. So the neck would go down, so it could fit under the freeway another 3 miles to the right of us.
Oh, and I'm seeing now as they're going beyond, the back of the float displays 9 building blocks that contain representation of 33 different images of essential workers that celebrates the expanded parade theme.
And now the Temecula Valley Horsemans Association from Temecula, California.
The riders wear turquoise western blouses with red roses woven into the fabric, with fringe on the back yoke and along the arms, with a red silk scarf tied in a square knot. Red rose hat bands adorn their black felt cowboy hats. Their chaps have silver and gold conchos. A Percheron draft horse pulls a hay wagon. Temecula has a diverse equestrian community which is connected by a trails network with horse crosswalks. Many of the area's most famous wineries also have hitching posts. The wagon's passengers include many standout leaders in the community, including Mayor Marianne Edwards.
And now the winner of the President Award, Most Outstanding Use of Presentation of Flowers. It's from Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day, Seeding Tomorrow. A rose garden overflows with goodness.
In the back, a trellis of oversized roses overflows down the length of the float. In the center is a white wire figure of Mrs. Myers, complete with a hat adorned with a red rose. She pushes a wheelbarrow full of cleaning products and rising bubbles. Sunflowers beam up at her. In the front, a smiling silver watering can with blue butterfly clinging to it pours floral water into a nearby flower pot.
It's actually an actual water feature here where the water pot is pouring water out of it. So that puts a little weight in this float, but it's not a lot of water.
Just a little bit.
And now coming up from Tennessee State University, aristocrat of bands, Nashville, Tennessee.
The uniform is a royal blue with a white stripe down the pant leg. The coat has a white front with the words 10 State written in red. The reversible cape can be either red or white with the band's logo in the center. The shako is white and royal blue with a white plume. Their shoes are black with white spats. The band is widely known as the Aristocrat of Bands, a title that was given to them as a result of their quality musicianship and the dignified manner. The band was the first historically black college or university band to appear on national television to march in a presidential inaugural parade.
They've stopped in front of us.
They're marching in place.
Away they go.
244 strong.
And now the winner of the Past President Award for the most outstanding innovation in the use of floral and non-floral materials, it's the City of Hope, Garden of Hopes and Dreams, an exotic floral fantasy.
Huge pink roses, red, yellow daffodils, pink toadstools, and orange dandelions share the garden with enormous animated butterflies, monarch, California dogface, and swallowtail. Oversized DNA strands sprout amongst the flowers along with wheat and bluebells. City of Hope's entry highlights the stories of cancer patients who did not let a cancer diagnosis take away their hopes and dreams of a long, happy life. The patient writers share stories of doctors, nurses, and caregivers who provided life-saving treatments and compassionate care throughout their journey toward health. Cancer does not stop, and neither does City of Hope. During the pandemic, City of Hope has continued to provide uninterrupted cancer care to patients who need specialized and innovative cancer treatments.
And now the Los Hermanos Banuelos Charo team from Altadena, California.
Los Hermanos Banuelos Charo team. Their outfits consist of a long-sleeve collared shirt embroidered with roses, a bow tie, and fitted slack-style pants embroidered with suede. The hat is a charo sombrero made out of rabbit fur and decorated with colored or silver patterns. Each rider wears authentic rawhide chaps and charo boots. For Los Hermanos Banuelos, growing up in Altadena and watching the Rose Parade every year was an amazing experience. Thinking about the opportunity, while working with the community in events and parades in the early 2000s, they were approached by a community member that thought that they were Rose Parade quality. As excited as a little kid, the Hermanos Banuelos applied to the tournament in 2005. The 2006 It's Magical theme really matched their feeling as they were chosen to participate. Even after 11 Rose Parades, they still can't believe it. And every year, our eyes fill when they get a letter saying, "Congratulations, you have been invited in the 2022 Rose Parade."
Hey, Sarah.
Yes, sir.
I see my shadow.
I do too, and I see a friendly bee that's come around. We're not flowers, my friend. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, the sun has now crested the building behind us, and I'm tempted to take off my coat because
Not yet.
we're warming up.
Yes, not
At
yet.
least
though.
I am.
Trust me.
My fingers are no longer icicles.
It's part of our selection that we have here of people. But we get the sun, but not them yet. But they'll get there.
We'll get there.
They'll get there.
It'll be a nice sunny day in Pasadena, California.
This live audio stream is being webcast on Audio Eyes TV, the YouTube channel of Audio Eyes. We welcome you to post questions and comments on any social media platform. Your comments will be passed along to our audio describers during and after program. Please visit our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter.
Audio Eyes has provided description for museum exhibits, cinemas, including IMAX theaters, and for cruise ships. Audio Eyes provided audio description for the famous Blue Men Group in the theater at Universal Studios Orlando. For more information, visit audioeyes.com. You may call Audio Eyes at 818-678-6190 or email Audio Eyes at sales@audioeyes.com.
Well, we're going to go from Orlando to Louisiana. Here comes the Louisiana Travel, Feed Your Soul, the sights, sounds, and the taste of Louisiana, and it won the Wrigley Legacy Award, which is the most outstanding display of floral presentation, float design, and entertainment.
In the front, 6 musicians in gray suits play trumpet, bass, saxophone, and piano in front of 6-foot-high, gold-trimmed white letters spelling Louisiana.
You know what? It's going to be a while till it gets here.
It's gonna be a minute.
Because there's a tow truck in front of it.
It's our first
tow truck!
Yay!
So it's stuck back there. But notice how fast it came. The
Right around the corner.
outwalkers in front, the Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts, are not that far ahead. So once it broke down, they said, "Hey, tow truck," and it came fast. So let's see how fast this tow truck driver does hook up there. And,
Okay, Richard, are you putting
get
them
from
on the
there.
clock or are you doing your
I am.
timer?
No, I'm
Get
timing
your
right now.
stopwatch
Come on, it's
going.
already 30 seconds. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I had the pleasure of watching this float get assembled the other day.
Did you?
And the Lieutenant Governor of Louisiana was there, I think, kind of
Oh, my
overseeing the
goodness.
whole presentation.
So you jinxed it.
And these, stop it, I didn't. You know what? Maybe I did.
You did actually. I think you might have jinxed it.
But I got to say, that is the most genteel accent I'd heard when I talked to the Lieutenant Governor of Louisiana. I just felt like I was getting me some real Southern comfort. It was fabulous. Just marvelous.
Well,
I can
since-
hear them. I can't see them.
Yeah, they'll get here. They'll get here. You know, since it's sunny, let's go opposite. You know the last time it rained?
When
was last time?
2006.
Oh my
Oh.
Yes, and once you get your feet wet, it's not nice.
No.
But
You
I
were-
stayed in,
were you
I
here
was,
at
I
that
was
time?
here. I was here at that
Ah.
time. Kept my feet dry for most of the parade, but trying to stay dry with not just yourself, but also all the audio equipment that you got to keep out of the water because they don't play happy. It's only rained, amazingly enough, only 10 times here on the Rose Parade. 2000's going to be in the last one. The one before that, think of I Love Lucy. 1955 was the time before that it rained. So it's been a long stretch.
But how was it in the rain, Richard?
Not nice.
Yeah.
The interesting band was, I think it was the Texas Longhorns. And they were ready for it because, you know, that part of the country gets lots of rain.
They get weather, you mean?
And yes, and they had long slickers. They were like the most prepared band ever. And you could tell they are all smiling and whatever. Well,
Leave
I
it to
think they were
Texas.
smiling, but
Be
yes.
prepared.
But our float is on its way. That was pretty quick.
There it is.
So they just need a little help from their friends.
Little
In the
gumbo.
front, 6 musicians in gray suits play trumpet, bass, saxophone, and piano in front of 6 feet high gold-trimmed white letter spelling Louisiana. Behind, on the right, there is a line of 3 lampposts. At the top of each lamppost is an individual sign, Baton Rouge, Shreveport, and Bourbon Street. Baskets of flowers hang down from each lamppost. On the left stands a 3-story French Quarter building with wrought iron balconies. To the right of the building, brown pelicans perch on cypress trees that drip with moss. In the back, a canoe carries 2 people through the bayou. Surrounding the scene, magnolia blossoms are mixed in with baskets of crab, bowls of gumbo, loaves of French bread, plates of beignets, and pots of shrimp. Let's listen.
You should just see us dancing in our seats. We're just having the time of our lives out here.
And now the new Buffalo Soldiers from Shadow Hills, California.
The soldiers ride black or bay Missouri Foxtrotters, Tennessee Walkers, a Morgan, and saddlebred with McClellan saddles. Their uniforms consist of light blue trousers, period shirts and suspenders, dark blue jackets with yellow piping, black slouch hats, haversacks, Civil War boots, and spurs. The new Buffalo Soldiers represent the 10th Regiment, Company H of the U.S. Cavalry, organized in 1992 as a historical interpretation group.
And now from the Leishman Public Spirit Award, it's from the Lions Club International, Quest for Kindness. 3 ships sail choppy seas.
A wooden ship with a white sail emblazoned with the Lions Club International logo leads the way. It carries students and mentors who steer the ship. In the center of the float, an oversized brown lion pulls in nets near a tugboat. In the back of the float, a tall white lighthouse towers over the scene. Behind the lighthouse, another lion sits on the shore and looks out to sea through a telescope. Next to him, a sailboat skims the water. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. The Lions International entry symbolizes how tumultuous the sea of emotions can be and what is possible when lions and extraordinary educators work together to help students navigate the waters of social and emotional intelligence. Youth development is one of the main global cause areas for Lions International. Lions maintain that all young people should have the chance to dream, believe, and achieve their goals through compassionate service and education. The Lions Club's International Foundation established the Lions Quest program, a social and emotional learning curriculum that K-12 schools can use to help students better understand their thoughts and emotions, to become more self-aware and develop more empathy for people in their community and all around the world.
And now from Arcadia, California, it's the Arcadia Apache Marching Band and Color Guard.
The military-style jacket is red with a white chest panel. On the panel is a red A. The pants are solid red with a white stripe down the leg. The shako is a white plume. The shoes are white. The color guard wear white sleeveless tops, a beige midriff, and a white skirt with a 4-inch fringe. A white dark sash with a gold zigzag sits on the right shoulder. The Arcadia High Apache Marching Band and Color Guard is an award-winning band, having performed in 17 Tournament of Roses parades. Let's listen in. What a talented band. In addition to the 17 Tournament of Roses Parade, they've also done the 2015 Pearl Harbor Memorial Parade, 2 presidential inaugural parades, NCAA Gator Bowl Outback Bowl, and the NCAA Alamo Bowl.
And now from Blue Diamond Growers, from our hearts to your hands, highlighting almond products for a healthy life.
In the center, there is an oversized truck with a blue cab and wooden slatted truck bed laden with burlap bags. In front is a wheelbarrow overflowing with orange roses. To the right is an almond milk carton and almond milk creamer. In the back is a tree bursting with white blossoms and buzzing with bees. Under the tree are 2 containers of almond milk. Happy New Year! Blue Diamond is the largest almond processor in the world, featuring different products marketed in 100 countries around the globe.
And now the Painted Ladies Rodeo performers from Citrus Heights, California.
The ladies wear red velvet sequin western show skirts with fringe down the sleeve and hundreds of crystals and chiffon rose appliques. Painted lady belt buckles worn with white leather chaps, silver fringe, leather fringe down the leg, and red and blue stars on the leg. They had rhinestone tiaras and drop earrings, red satin riding gloves, and white hats.
Sarah, you forgot to talk about what's on the rump of the horses. Are those sparkling rose tattoos?
Rose tattoos that sparkle?
Oh, okay. I want to be a painted lady. I'm just sharing that right now.
And now from the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance, creating wildlife allies. Conservation happens everywhere.
In the front of the float, an oversized dark blue and black condor with a 35-foot wingspan flies over a 15-foot orange rhino who runs on the sand. Behind, there's a 20-foot golden lion leaping over 5 waterfalls that flow into a lush garden of flowers. In the back, a giant globe rotates with conservation areas circled on it. Float riders from those areas stand under the globe, and they are shaking giraffes at us.
And flamingos. There was a rhino that went by just a second ago.
Those are interesting costumes because you can actually see the person.
I know.
And it's just of the overage.
I've never had a giraffe shaken in my face before, and it was wonderful.
That was fantastic.
And now the Waukee Schools Combined Band from Waukee, Iowa.
The combined band represents 2 schools, the Northwest Royal Brigade from Northwest High and the Waukee Warrior Regiment from Waukee High School. The uniform top blends the blue of Northwest with the purple of Waukee, merging together with the rose in the center of the chest. They also wear rose mirrors on their shakos.
I hear them coming.
Here they come.
Should old acquaintance be forgot?
Seems to
Keep
be
your eye on the grand old flag.
seems to be an Americana theme for most of these bands.
Yeah.
I'm all over it. Americana, yes. Off we go in the wild blue yonder.
The color guard has long pink skirts with pink petal-like overskirts on top of it. What's neat about this is that in the fall of 2021, the Waukee schools opened Waukee Northwest, the second high school in their district. But because of the COVID pandemic and cancellations of the 2021 parade, the significance of their program shifted. It was no longer the culmination of 100 years of growth in one high school. Instead, it is a celebration of the future as they move forward together as a 2-high school district.
And now the winner of the Founder Award. It's the most outstanding float built and decorated by volunteers from a community or organization, and it's from the city of South Pasadena. Sky's the limit. Ostriches can fly. Sorta.
An ostrich, Theodore, complete with flaming jetpack, vintage flight helmet, goggles, and a purple and red scarf, flies from a mountain at the rear of the float. His buddy Ollie holds a sign, "You can do it," while Gwen, in a mining car, snaps a photo. Ostrich Carl buries his head in the sand. A raccoon Crash and Pink Bunny Burn tug ropes attached to a safety net. Gray raccoon Bert directs the landing with flashlights. South Pasadena Tournament of Roses is the oldest self-built float in the Rose Parade, and the all-volunteer organization has been constructing and decorating floats since 1893.
And now the Hawaii Pawu Riders from Waimalalo, Hawaii.
The Hawaiian Islands Pawu princesses wear brightly colored satin jackets with long Hawaiian printed Pawu skirts. The male riders wear red velvet capes, which Hawaiian kings used to wear in the 1800s, with white pants, white felt cowboy hat, and white cowboy boots. Each rider and horse have fresh floral lace from Hawaii. Hawaii Pawu riders are honored to showcase their Hawaiian heritage and equestrian riding in the #1 floral parade in the United States, continuing the legacy of their king and queens in the tradition of the Pawu skirt, riding upon horseback. Pawu is a long skirt made out of 12 yards of material held up with 6 kukui nuts, zipperless and buttonless, which our female riders wear. We would be honored to represent our beautiful state of Hawaii and our equestrian riding to the world for the 13th time. Aloha! Happy New Year!
Yeah, I saw that the other day.
Aloha!
Aloha! Happy New Year!
And now Farmers Insurance soaring to new heights. New heights through new accomplishments and new goals.
At the front, a surfer and a dolphin share a wave. Above them, smiling beachgoers watch from sandy dunes with palm trees. Beyond the beach, past a working geyser, a brown-skinned mountain biker crosses a finish line. Behind him, hikers watch a rock climber scale the side of a craggy gray mountain. A hang glider with rainbow wings soars high above the mountain. Farmers Insurance is always looking ahead and taking big steps to meet the changing needs of their customers. They look to the experience gained from their esteemed history to stay ahead of the curve and maintain their commitment to innovation and the creativity needed to imagine new ways to help today's customers. On the float are farmers, employees, and agents from across the country who took a moment to dream and believe and achieved greatness in their own unique ways through dedication and perseverance.
Happy New Year!
As a Great Place to Work certified company, Farmers recognizes that each employee's experiences and perspectives are critical to their continued success, which is why they celebrate dreaming big, believing boldly, and achieving anything.
And now for the Showmanship Award for the most outstanding display of showmanship and entertainment. It is the Michael D. Sewell Memorial Foundation, saluting America's band directors. We teach music, we teach life. Band leaders form a band.
In front, real band leaders stand on a drum with the Rose Parade logo on it. Others sit in the Rose Bowl in the back. In the center, the floral band marches on a football field, led by a 20-foot drum major wearing a red coat and holding a gold baton. 3 musicians in blue coats follow. The first plays a drum, next a flute, and the third a trombone. You can probably hear him coming. A musical staff with notes frames the field. The foundation pays tribute to Pickerington music director Michael D. Sewell. Mike was a music teacher in Pickering, Ohio from 1981 through his retirement in 2015. During his career, Mr. Sewell brought his band to the Tournament of Roses Parade 4 times. He shared his love of music and service for over 38 years until his unexpected passing in 2017. The outpouring of Mr. Sewell's students, staff, alumni, and community motivated his family to launch this foundation.
And now also the band director's marching band from Pickerington, Ohio.
The director's uniform is a white dress shirt, red tie, navy blue blazer, gray pants, and black shoes. On the left pocket of the blazer is a patch with the Red Rose Tournament emblem. The band joins a custom-designed animated float to form an historic entry accepted by the Tournament of Roses to have both a float and a marching band together. The Michael D. Sewell Memorial Foundation, based in Pickerington, Ohio, sponsors this band of band directors. The foundation recognizes the late Mike Sewell, who dedicated his life to the school and community music programs in Pickerington and the Central Ohio area for more than 38 years. The theme of this unique band is, we teach music, we teach life. The extraordinary dedication and accomplishments of band directors are well known to their students, parents, school teachers, and administrators, no matter where they teach and work. Public and private schools, colleges and universities, the military, community bands, dedicated music educators and leaders work long hours to not only teach and direct music, but teach life itself. Bravo, band directors! Woohoo!
And now the winner of the Princess Trophy, the City of Torrance, embodiment of nature, a tranquil African veldt brought to life with flowers.
At the front, a majestic 15-foot-tall African elephant stands at the top of a waterfall. A leopard lounges on a rocky ledge. Ferrets and pangolins stand nearby. Macaws, toucans, and parrots populate a huge spreading tree with purple blossoms. Monkeys frolic in the rear. Celebrating their 66th float in the Rose Parade, the City of Torrance and the Torrance Rose Float Association continue their tradition of community service by completely decorating their float with volunteers, mostly from the City of Torrance and surrounding areas.
And now Scripps Miramar Ranch, San Diego, California.
The riders wear brightly colored cowboy shirts, many embellished with beads and embroidery. Their pinto horses sport silver saddles and bridles. This year, Michelle McFarlane and her high-stepping pinto horses take parade watchers back to when movie cowboys were kings on horseback. All the riders are mounted on Scripps Miramar Ranch's American saddlebreds. They wear colorful and authentic cowboy garb. The horses are showing off too, decked out in their one-of-a-kind silver saddles and bridles. With their Old West costumes and the horses' shiny silver saddles, the Scripps Miramar cowboys and cowgirls look as though they just galloped off the silver screen and into the middle of Colorado Boulevard. Marshal Michelle's parents were big fans of street parades, and they especially loved the Rose Parade. Already an experienced rider at age 10, Michelle's parents introduced her to the Rose Parade. Michelle thinks she was one of the youngest riders to participate in the parade, and her enthusiasm has never waned. Each Rose Parade is a journey for her because each year the parade gets better and she and her horses and riders have to be better too.
And now from Medically Home, home is where my hospital is. A knight fights a dragon.
In front, a scaly green dragon blows smoke and yellow and red flames toward a charging white steed and its gallant knight in silver armor. In the rear, the dragon's tail curls around a 2-story turreted castle with a man and woman in the front. Imagine an entire hospital coming to your home. That's what Medically Home dreamed. Their entry honors all the people, researchers, scientists, clinicians, hospitals, and health systems who, on behalf of patients and their families, fought the countless dragons of obstacles to make the dream a reality. And there were a lot of dragons. Medically Home enables its partners, including Mayo Clinic, Kaiser Permanente, Adventist, Cardinal Health, and Global Medical Response, to make this dream come true for thousands of patients across the country. Riding on the float are patients, physicians, nurses, along with Mayo Clinic, Stand Up to Cancer, Scientific American, and Kaiser Permanente. Together, they have achieved the reality of bringing the hospital to you.
And now coming up is the Herberon High School Marching Band from Carlton, Texas.
They march in gray pinstripe jackets over royal blue shirts. Their pants match the jacket. The shako is royal blue with gold accents, gauntlets are blue, and shoes are white. The Herberon Band achieves excellence as the Texas UIL Sweepstakes winner, Bands of America Regional Super Regional finalist and class champion, and Best in Class winner. Their mission is to achieve the highest standards of music education and music performance, promote the value of music in the cultural, intellectual, and social lives of young adults, foster fellowship and goodwill among its members, and provide opportunities for personal growth and leadership. The Herberon Band currently serves 300-plus students who participate in marching band, 4 concert bands, large and small chamber ensembles, and color guard. The director, Andy Seeley. 300 strong. You know, they say everything is bigger in Texas, and I'd say with 300 in that band, they are probably right.
And since it's not raining today, they didn't need to worry about their slickers, did they?
And now coming up from La Cañada Flint Ridge, who says we can't? Old dogs learn new tricks in a figure-8 shaped skate park.
Graffiti on the track includes Old Dogs Rule, Off the Wall, and Dogtown. Colorful geometric patterns adorn the exterior sides of the park. 8 dogs practice their skateboarding skills. In the front, a greyhound in Hawaiian shorts taps the wall with a white cane. A white poodle with a pink helmet stalls on the coping. In the back, a brown mastiff uses a scooter. Behind him, on the other side, a Sheltie pops a wheelie. Toward the front, a Dalmatian in a fireman's hat rides a bicycle. In the middle, a brown bulldog balances on a teeter-totter. In the rear of the float, a German Shepherd does a handstand on his walker that balances on a line strung between 2 palm trees. That's athletic. Circling the skate park is a sheepdog on a jet ski. The La Cañada Flint Ridge Tournament of Roses Association formed in 1978 and entered its first float, Horseplay, in the 1979 parade. Setting a pattern for success, the first float won first place for cities 20,000 to 30,000. Over the lifetime of the organization, these self-built floats have won 31 awards. This is the organization's 43rd entry. Volunteers are the heart of the organization. As such, the group completes all float building tasks using no paid positions. In addition, the organization's bylaws require that the float be animated, humorous, and whimsical. Let's see what they got for us. We've got 2 palm trees in the back that are going in and out toward each other. We've got, oh yeah, all of the dogs are animated. That little German Shepherd in the back on his wheelie, on his walker. Oh my goodness.
Who says you can't teach an old dog
Who
new tricks?
says?
As my sister, Maureen, said today, old dogs teach new tricks. Yep, they got the wisdom. Old dogs teach new tricks. But right now, who says we can't?
We've got apples and oranges, actually full and whole, and limes and lemons, along with red, white, blush-colored roses, purple, blue flowers, and red cabbages on the back.
And who's this right behind the float? Sarah, what's going on here? A dog in a jet ski?
There's a dog on a jet ski? I think kind of looks like a rocket ship. And the jet ski moves up and down. Oh, hello, we can see the float drivers. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year. They're doing all the hard work.
They're doing all the
jet
hard work.
Ski.
We've got white flowers coming out of the white and blue flowers coming out of the back like spray.
Well, coming up right behind them is the 1st Cavalry Division Horse Cavalry Detachment from Fort Hood, Texas. And there are 14 in this division. The troopers wear 1880s campaign uniform. It consists of a dark blue long-sleeved wool shirt with a collar and sky blue trousers with a yellow stripe sewn down the sides.
Happy New Year!
That symbolizes their rank. The uniform is completed by a blue neckerchief, yellow suspenders, a prairie belt for weapons, 19-inch cavalry riding boots, and a black Stetson hat. They ride quarter horses.
They're not having any fun at all, can you tell? No fun at all whatsoever.
With 14 proud years in the Rose Parade, the 1st Cavalry Division Horse Cavalry Detachment's mission is to support the 1st Cavalry Division in Fort Hood by participating in parades, ceremonies, and other various events. They support the U.S. Army in its public relations and recruiting efforts, and they preserve the traditions of the U.S. Cavalry in the 1800s. Their tack is Indian Wars era and includes 1885 McClellan saddles and replica period weapons. The Horse Cavalry Detachment's M1878 escort and supply wagon was constructed in accordance with the specifications issued by the War Department during the Indian War period. It's pulled by 2 Belgian draft mules.
And what is coming up? We have the 1st Cavalry Division Horse Cavalry Detachment. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong one.
And now we have the float that won the Theme Award.
A healthier future. 4 children prepare for healthcare jobs.
At the front, a red-headed girl lies on her stomach and studies a book while white wind turbines spin. Behind her, a black-haired boy with a stethoscope examines Booster the teddy bear, and a boy in a wheelchair peers through a telescope. At the rear, a girl with pigtails dressed in a lab coat stands on a book with a microscope, test tubes and beakers in front of her. Through the power of innovation, Kaiser Permanente's entry celebrates the devotion and dedication of our healthcare heroes and all that's possible when passionate people come together to use their expertise for the greater good. The children inspire us to look at the world as they do, with open hearts and curious minds. These children represent doctors, nurses, scientists, researchers, inventors, policy changers, past, present, and future, and all the other courageous and diverse individuals who are creating a healthier future for all. At Kaiser Permanente, they dream of a world where all people, families, and communities thrive.
This live audio stream is being webcast on Audio Eyes TV, the YouTube channel of Audio Eyes. We welcome you to post comments, questions on any social media platform. Your comments will be passed along to our audio describers during and after the program. Please visit our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter. And now from Downtown Blue and Gold Marching Band from downtown Pennsylvania, Downingtown.
They wear a navy blue jacket that has a white right shoulder with navy blue lines fading diagonally toward lower left hip. Their pants and shoes are white. A navy shako with a tall black plume accented with gold completes the uniform. The guard wears sleeveless black tunics with front panels of sequins that fade from silver at the top to blue with black pants and black shoes. The Downingtown Blue and Gold Parade is made up of the combined bands from Downingtown West and Downingtown East high schools. Let's have a listen.
And right behind the banner, we've got some band members in wheelchairs following behind the banner and advancing the band. The band is 289 strong. They're trying to catch up to that band from Texas. One of the trumpeters just passed me, and he's blowing and puffing his lips. I guess he's got to stay limber with those trumpets.
Here's an interesting thing. In 2011, the band was almost unable to perform the Tournament of Roses parade due to a terrible snowstorm. This is in Pennsylvania, mind you. Airports were shut down. It was just bad. Thankfully, due to the diligence of the Grand Marshal and the members' parents, they found alternate flights and made it in time for BandFest. We are so happy to have you guys.
Woohoo! And now from Kiwanis International, Dream to Achieve. A turtle tows a dream boat to the future.
A large, smiling green turtle sporting a jaunty cap rides his three-wheeler. A frog in the bike basket rides along. They head in the direction of a nearby sign, "To the Future." The turtle tows a boat named the Dream Boat, full of Kiwanis members. Perched on the back is Quackers the duck. Huge dragonflies and butterflies buzz around reeds and flowers that populate the area. On the side and near the bottom of the float, a pink fish in a still blue pool converses with a brown rabbit.
Happy New Year!
Kiwanis International is a global community of clubs, members, and partners dedicated to improving the lives of children, one community at a time. Today, they stand with more than 550,000 members, elementary, middle, high school, and college students to adults in Kiwanis and action clubs in 80 countries and geographic areas. Each community has different needs, and Kiwanis empowers members to pursue creative ways to serve the needs of children, such as fighting hunger, improving literacy, and offering guidance. Kiwanis clubs host nearly 150,000 service projects each year.
And now here comes the Los Angeles Unified School District All-District High School Honor Band from Los Angeles, California.
The honor band wears red and white West Point style jackets, a white sash with blue letters edged in red, Los Angeles, blue pants, tall white shako, and white shoes. I have to say this band is near to my heart because I went to Van Nuys High School, which is an LAUSD school, so this is kind of cool. The LAUSD All-District Honor Band is comprised of brass and percussion musicians along with drum majors, shield carriers, and tall flags. The band was designed to give students in the second largest school district the opportunity to march in the Tournament of Roses parade. They have participated in the parade since 1973. They've also performed for various events around the area, including NFL Super Bowls, Major League Baseball World Series, and with artists such as Etta James, Lou Rawls, Ringo Starr, and John Batiste. They have served over 14,000 students since their inception. Director Anthony L. White is celebrating his 34th year of working with the LA All-City Band organization. Let's listen in. Happy New Year!
And that is what 286 disciplined band students sound like.
Yes, it is. Our color guard is wearing a little crown of red roses, and they've got beautiful ombre red, pink, blue, and silver colored flags that they're twirling. Happy New Year!
What a dream come true this has got to be for everyone in this parade. It's a dream come true for me,
too.
to be here with Richard and Sarah and the boss, the big boss man, Rick Boggs. This is a great way for me to start 2022, and I thank all of you. Thank all of you for listening in. Thank all of you I'm working with. This is just a great start.
Thank you, JC. Pleasure to work with you.
Yay!
And now coming up is the winner of the Grand Marshal Trophy for the most outstanding creative concept and float design. It's from the California Physical Therapy Association, or CPTA. Physical therapists improve the way you move. I like to move it, move it.
Well, who doesn't? I'm just saying. 3 oversized figures dominate this float. Front right is a brown-skinned male sprinter with a prosthetic leg. He's dressed in purple. Left front is a gray-haired female jogger dressed in blue and orange. Centered in the back is a young woman in a wheelchair. She wears orange and blue. 2021, possibly 2022, we're not sure, marks the centennial year of the American Physical Therapy Association. By improving mobility and functions, individuals are able to more fully participate in everyday roles in the home and community. CPTA seeks to improve the health and quality of life of individuals in society by advancing physical therapist practice, education, and research, and by increasing the awareness and understanding of physical therapy's role in the nation's healthcare system. Some of the riders: Willie 3 Young, Yahira Yaya Derna, Ray Cervantes, Rick Cotta, and Kelly Kubota.
And I see the Goodyear blimp high above us, catching everything.
Welcome, Goodyear!
Coming up next is the Spirit of the West, Chino Valley, Arizona.
The riders are dressed in various Old West attire, such as 1870s, 1880s, and 1890s era cowboys. An 1860s U.S. cavalryman, a California vaquero, a mountain man, Wild West show, cowgirls, a side saddle lady, 1880s lawman in a frock coat, and cattlemen of the 1900s. They're riding by us right now. The Spirit of the West Riders is comprised of men and women with a passion for horses and preserving our American Western heritage. They are a living tribute to the equestrians who pioneered the American frontier with their authentic and colorful appearances.
And now the winner of the International Award, the most outstanding float from outside the United States. It's from China Airlines, biking around Taiwan. You'll look sweet upon the seat of a tandem built for all.
An oversized family of 3 rides a tandem bicycle. Dad, in an orange helmet, leads the way with a helmet-wearing fuzzy brown dog in a basket. Behind Dad, Mom studies a map. Behind Mom is a young child whose feet don't quite reach the pedals. In a cart attached to the tandem bike, there is a teenager wearing earbuds and reading. Alongside the bike is a small red train, which is followed by an oversized boba drink and a huge bowl of rice with mango slices. At the very end of the float, there is a sprawling tree with white blossoms.
Happy New Year, Taiwan! Woo!
China Airlines, the leading carrier of Taiwan, provides air transportation for passengers and cargo. China Airlines was founded on December 16, 1959, and is celebrating its 60th anniversary. One of Asia's most exciting destinations, Taiwan, and its love affair with cycling has captivated people from all over the world. The float features a cycling family setting out to experience all the sights, smells, tastes, and beauty that Taiwan has to offer. China Airlines urges environmental protection, which is a major focus for corporate governance. China Airlines is committed to minimizing their impact, reducing their carbon footprint, and to protecting the climate for generations to come.
And now here comes the Marching Panthers from O'Fallon, Illinois.
They march in a jacket that is dual-sided. One side is navy, and the other side is white to navy fade. Their pants are navy. They have one navy and one white gauntlet. The Navy shako has a white plume. O'Fallon Township High School is located near Scott Air Force Base. Many students enter the program from all parts of our country and the world. The band program provides a family where they can make friends and feel comfortable during their transition. Almost half of the students have parents that work on the base as civilians or military personnel. Many are deployed. Director Melissa Gustafson-Hins. Let's go ahead and listen in.
No, I want to dance. I'm going to dance.
Okay, let's dance. One interesting thing to note about some of the tubas and the trombones and the trumpets that we've seen so far go down the parade, which sometimes you can't really notice on the TV, is that they've got these little mufflers over them. They kind of look like socks that are sort of stretched over that bell, so it sort of muffles the sound a little bit. It is loud down here, but that way it doesn't deafen us.
I love to see these girls in brilliant sunflower yellow skirts and shiny tops waving their flags as they follow the band.
And next is the Queen Award. And this is for AIDS Healthcare Foundation, Vaccinate Our World, Vaccine Protection is Global. A vintage green flying saucer with open cockpit leads the float. A huge syringe with the letters VOW on the side sits behind the spaceship. A gigantic robot nurse holds a syringe in her right clamp hand. At the rear, a futuristic glass building sits on tall pedestals with the words Vaccinate Our World atop the building. A ringed Saturn and satellites float under the building and above a carpet of flowers.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, that robot holding the syringe looks an awfully lot like Rosie from the Jetsons.
We are living the future, you see. AIDS Healthcare Foundation, AHF, the largest global AIDS organization, currently provides medical care and/or services to over 1.6 million clients in 45 countries worldwide, including the U.S., Africa, Latin America, Caribbean, the Asia-Pacific region, and Europe. Over the past year and a half, AHF has advocated vigorously for global vaccine equity, creating its Vaccinate Our World VOW campaign to share life-saving COVID-19 vaccines and technology with resource-poor countries worldwide.
And I'm just going to share some personal information. I am fully vaccinated sitting
Me
next
too.
to you, Sarah.
I am.
And I've been boosted.
Me too. We're boosted ladies over here.
Dang, girl.
Coming up next is the United States Air Force Total Force Band in Travis Air Force Base, California.
75 strong, they wear a navy blue tunic with silver buttons and silver braid trim, navy pants with a silver stripe down the leg. Let's listen in.
Oh, behind them, we've got gentlemen in miniature Air Force fighter jets and an old, forgive me, I do not know. This is a Tuskegee Miss Sadie jet.
Love it. That is to honor the Tuskegee Airmen.
Tuskegee Airmen.
It says Miss Sadie on
and
the
there's
side.
a picture of I think it's a little girl with a bald head and a beautiful gown. Oh my goodness. Well, following right up is Shriners Children celebrating 100 years of believing in dreams. Fezzi's celebration dance.
In the front, a ballerina in a pink tutu twirls on a pink music box. The open lid behind her reflects a girl wearing a back brace. In the center, a 20-foot-tall fezzy bear with a red bow tie and red fez dances. At the rear, 3 fluorographs create images of patients from the last 100 years. Oversized red, peach, and pink roses dot the deck amid a carpet of flowers. A musical staff with notes circles the music box and Fezzy.
I like Fezzy. Fezzy's very cute and very fuzzy.
Shriners Children's is a healthcare system with locations in the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. Their staff is dedicated to improving the lives of children by providing pediatric specialty care, conducting innovative research, and offering outstanding educational programs for medical professionals. Children up to age 18 with orthopedic conditions, burns, spinal cord injuries, and cleft lip and palate are eligible for care, regardless of the family's ability to pay or insurance status. Shriners International, a fraternity based on fun, fellowship, and the Masonic principles of brotherly love, relief, and truth, founded Shriners Hospital as its official philanthropy in 1922. The fraternity has nearly 200 chapters in several countries and thousands of clubs around the world. And here comes the Blue Shadows Mounted Drill Team, 16 strong from Lakeview Terrace, California.
They wear steel gray sparkling shirts with black collars and cuffs accented with silver rhinestones, black pants with Western-style belt and buckle, black boots, and a helmet with black helmet cover. They ride American quarter horses with turquoise blankets under the saddle. The Blue Shadows Mounted Drill Team was founded in 1957 with the focus of teaching horseback riding, mounted drill, leadership responsibility, and teamwork. It is structured around the U.S. Cavalry in form and substance, replete with military discipline and courtesy. Blue Shadows consists of 3 intermediate troops that ride on various nights of the week in the San Fernando Valley. So if you're local, keep an eye and an ear out for them. They have members as young as 15 helping lead troops of 12 to 20 riders at various skill levels, ranging in age from 8 to 18 years old. They do not require horse ownership to be a member. Horses are available for rent during their practice times. They also travel to competitions throughout California and Nevada.
And coming down the street now is a
What do we
float,
have?
the Masked Singer. Anyone can happen. Masked Singer costumes on parade.
All right. Towering in the back is an oversized purple and pink M-shaped mask above golden shooting stars. Yellow letters. The Masked Singer appears in the center of the mask. Below on either side, 2 masks with open mouths provide access to a stage. On stage, 4 real men in black suits watch over 4 performers. The Russian Doll, Sun, Chameleon, and Queen of Hearts. And by the way, this one won the Isabella Coleman Award. Riding along are flamingo, monster, hamster, banana, robot, frog, flower, leopard, and crocodile. And today on the float, I believe, we have legendary artist Dionne Warwick and her son, artist Nomad, performing live.
And there they go down the street.
Down the street.
I hear a band coming, Sarah.
I hear
Do
a
you?
band. Who are we got? We've got Gibson County, Tennessee Mass Band. Dyer, Tennessee, looks like 219 strong.
Woohoo! In the mid-1980s, band directors from the then 4, now 5 competitive band programs in Gibson County, Tennessee, decided to combine and support local parades. The combined bands perform every 4 years, which requires extensive planning to coordinate. Separately, each of the bands in the county have an extensive history performing across the state of Tennessee. This event of putting these bands together has been anticipated for over 30 years in West Tennessee. Wow. The directors decided to strive for the top, which is the greatest parade in America and possibly the world, the Tournament of Roses Parade. The Mass Band has won major state championships. All of this when the median income for a family of 4 in the county is only $38,000 a year, with a poverty rate of 18.7%. Over half of these students qualify for free and reduced lunch at school. The Mass Band assembles competing students who form a bond that ties them together for life under the direction of Jeremy Tate. And let's listen to the band. Rocky Top. That's their theme song, Up on Rocky Top. And coming up is the Oddfellows and Rebecca's Arctic Dream. Animals from both poles meet on an Arctic glacier.
An Arctic glacier with flowering tundra floats down the parade route. Floral water drips off the edges, creating crevices. A penguin family huddles on the front of a glacier as another penguin leaps off. In the center stands a 15-foot polar bear. Behind the bear, a brown sea lion lounges under a block of ice supported by columns of ice. In the rear, black and white penguins sit atop the block. Around the sides, real people pull sleds. Happy New Year! Coming up next is the Animation Award. Cal Poly University, Stargazers. Hey, diddle diddle, these cows have jetpacks.
In front, a white cow with brown patches and a green apron welds a milk canister. Just behind her, a dog peers through a telescope. On the opposite side, a cat wears headphones while seated at a computer. In the middle, brown cow tests a jetpack that hovers. A dish and a spoon steal a milk canister. At the rear, a cow in goggles and a winged jetpack jumps over a crescent moon. This entry is a joint Polytechnic program between Cal Poly Pomona and Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, the only student-built float in the Rose Parade. Cal Poly Universities has been participating in the Rose Parade for 73 years and has been the first to introduce new technologies on multiple occasions, winning over 60 trophies. Dream, believe, achieve rings true for all the students in their program.
Do you remember years ago they used to have floats where it would squirt water at people? Do you remember those?
I don't
Very
remember
cheeky
that.
Floats.
But we have some non-dangerous riders right now. Norco Cowgirls Rodeo Drill Team from Norco, California.
The Norco Cowgirls wear royal blue shirts embellished with Swarovski crystals under a white vest accented with red and blue stars, matching rodeo caps, and white felt cowgirl hats. The hats are adorned with fresh flowers. It looks like sprigs of baby's breath and one beautiful red rose. The horses have bridles and breast collars are adorned with sterling silver conchos and Swarovski crystals. The team consists of 12 dedicated horsewomen riding American paint and American quarter horses. For many members, riding on a drill team and riding in the Rose Parade has been a lifelong dream. Their team thrives on their ability to work together and build a relationship of trust between the horse and rider and teammates. The youngest rider, Morgan Bowen, is just 15 and has been riding with her mom, her drill mom and drill captain, Maishan Bowen, since she was only 6 years old. We encourage responsibility, horsemanship, friendship, and teamwork under the director of Marshal Maishan Bowen.
What's coming toward us now, Sarah?
What have we got? I think cresting the rise is the Reese's brand. What? The Reese's University Cuppy is the big man on this campus. What are we talking about here today?
Reese's, my favorite. That's what we're talking about. I need me a peanut butter cup. Walking in front of the float, cheerleaders carry a banner, fighting cuppies. Words on the float: chocolate, peanut butter, success. Students and faculty stand beneath a brick-columned archway, Reese's University. In the center, a 23-foot figure with peanut butter cup head in a graduation cap with a brown and yellow sweater with a large R on the chest runs down a football field. On one finger, he spins a basketball and carries a football under his other arm. On the sidelines, pep squad members cheer. A stadium rises at the rear, each of its 3 tiers filled with flowers and signs. Enroll now, and all are welcome. A huge sign, Reese's University, sits atop the stadium. Reese's University and the Rose Parade are taking it to the next level, the college level. Reese's University is the world's first and most preeminent institution of higher chocolate and peanut butter education, consistently topping the rankings in publications like Reese's News and World Report and Couplingers. At Reese's University, tomorrow's leaders are born from today's eaters, who gain the character, integrity, and impeccable taste needed for a fulfilling, well-rounded, peanut butter-filled life.
I would like to know, too, that this won the Bob Hope Humor Award, JC.
And I can see why.
I do believe chocolate peanut butter equals success. I believe that is a correct formula.
Well, I certainly have grown up on chocolate peanut butter, and I feel very successful.
I
Here come
agree.
the cheerleaders with their orange and white pom-poms from Reese's University.
And who is coming up next?
That would be the Georgia State University Panther Band, 260 strong from Atlanta, Georgia.
The band wear royal blue jackets with black pants and shoes. A royal blue shako with tall white plume and white gauntlets complete the uniform. Auxiliary uniforms are typically white with royal blue accents. Founded in 2010, along with the university's football team, the Georgia State University Panther Band has quickly made a name for itself for performing live, televised, and motion picture audiences. It has ranked among the top 10 bands in the nation by the College Band Directors National Association in 2013. Let's go ahead and listen.
Go Panthers! Go Panthers!
We've got a band member in a wheelchair being pushed by another band member.
And what is this we see before us, Sarah?
I'm thinking where football, flowers and football meet.
And we've got a band perched atop a float.
Yeah, part of the closing show from the beginning. At the beginning of the Rose Parade, they do a starting show and an ending show. So they would have played music at the beginning.
It's Jimmy Allen and Timothy Fletcher, nominated for Best New Artist at the 64th Annual Grammy Awards in 2022. Jimmy Allen made history as the first black artist to launch a career with 2 consecutive #1 hits off his 2018 debut album.
Congrats.
Well, thank you for joining us today for this live audio description of the Rose Parade provided by the Tournament of Roses. Today's parade has been described by Audio Eyes. Please visit our website, audioeyes.com, and our Facebook page. We'd like to thank Gary Simeon and Vanessa Schultz at the Tournament of Roses for all their kind support and the opportunity to provide live audio description of the parade for the blind and visually impaired people around the world.
We thank our producer, Richard Blythe, and our additional engineers, Anthony Blythe and Kevin Campbell. We offer a special thanks to Jolie Mason and the Los Angeles Radio Reading Service for hours of assistance and consultation in preparation for this live broadcast and for the legacy of describing this parade for the past 27 years.
You'll be noting that there is a lot of noise coming up. These are all of the tow trucks that, thankfully, this parade did not have to tow all of the floats, but they get their own special parade at the very, very end. So we'd like to say thank you so much to all of the towing services. Thanks also goes out to all of the volunteers who provide assistance today and to our guests who attend this live event. We thank our staff members who worked so diligently to provide this program. Amber Boggs, Rick Boggs, Mark Davis, Deborah Lewis, Terry Grossman, Herb Weather, and of course, our audio describers,
Sarah Ormandy
and JC O'Connell.
Great to be with you.
Behind on all of us here at Tournament of Roses, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Richard. Happy New Year, Sarah. I am ready for 2022.
Let's bring it on. We wish you all the happiness and health and prosperity and success that 2022 could bring you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And please let us hear from you on all social media. We would love to hear from all of our listeners today. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Boggs, the CEO of Audio Eyes, welcoming you to our first live broadcast of the Rose Parade.